गुड मॉर्निंग डियर स्टूडेंट्स, अस्सलाम वालेकुम। टॉपिक जो हमारा है यूनिट 5 का बायोडाइवर्सिटी मैनेजमेंट एंड टॉपिक is biodiversity and its various levels. First of all, we will discuss about the biodiversity. Biodiversity, or you can say the biological diversity, it is the sum total of all the different species of plants, all the species of animals, fungi, and microbial organisms that live on the earth, including the various ecosystems in which they live on. It also includes the genetic information that these organisms contain. Therefore, on a large small scale, you can use biodiversity to describe the variations in the genetic makeup of an organism. On a large scale, if we see on a large scale, you can use it to describe various types of ecosystem. Biodiversity, it also serves very important component of the environment. That is, it forms the part of the ecosystem, and it is also the part of a food chain. It is also it is also important for ecological balance of an ecosystem. It also provides economic help in the form of timber, in the form of fodder, in the form of fabrics, etc. It also provides us various medicines, and it also provides economic help in the form of timber, in the form of fodder, in the form of fabrics, etc. It acts as a natural gene bank. On every organisms and species have some unique and important genes, right? Now we will discuss about the levels of biodiversity. What are the levels of biodiversity? Biodiversity is wide ranging, and it is normally divided into three types or levels. First of all, first one is genetic diversity, and second one is species diversity, and third one is ecological diversity. So first of all, we will discuss about what is genetic diversity. What is genetic diversity? You know that all the species on earth, they are somewhat related through genetic connections, and the more closer a species is related to another, the more genetic information the two species will share. These species will also took more similar. The closest relation of an organisms, closest relation जो organism की होती है, they are the members of its own species. Members of a species share genes. What are genes? These are the bits of biochemical information that partially determine how an organism looks, behaves, and lives. Moreover, members of a species share intricate mating behaviors. These behaviors help them to identify each others as potential partners. Virtually every species in an environment has a similar and closely related species in a neighboring environment. Western and eastern gray squirrels. Western and eastern gray squirrels, they are the great examples in this case. These are the great examples in these cases. Western gray squirrel, western gray squirrel, western gray squirrel and eastern and eastern gray squirrel which inhabit the west side of the Rocky Mountains have more similarities than differences with the eastern gray squirrel with the eastern gray squirrel. I will repeat again. Members of a species, they share intricate mating behaviors. These behaviors help them to identify each other and as a potential partners. Virtually every species in an environment they has a similar and closely related species in a neighboring environment. Western and eastern gray squirrels, they are the great examples in these cases. Western gray squirrels, which inhabit the west side of the Rocky Mountains, they have more similarities than differences with the eastern gray squirrels. However, these two types of squirrels, they don't share a common mating behavior. Even when placed in the same environment, eastern and western squirrels don't mate. They don't mate. Uh, they don't mate because they are different species. Because they are two different species. Additionally, every species has other more distantly related species. These two species share a more general set of traits. The squirrel family, for example, encompasses chipmunks, Ferrari, dogs, and gray squirrels. These animals share various features such as muscle anatomy, number of teeth, as well as shape and details of the skull, and all of them are rodents, which are in turn related to a broader group known as mammals, जिनको जो मैमलों में आते हैं. Mammals share characteristics such as the bones in the middle ear and breastfeeding their youngs. Likewise, all mammals, they are distinctly related to vertebrates. Vertebrates are animals with backbones. Every animal has the same cell structure as fungi, plants, and some microorganisms. Lastly, all organisms have ribonucleic acid RNA molecule. Moreover, most of them have deoxyribonucleic acid DNA. All these imply that species have come from one com- common ancestor. However, they diverge and develop distinctive attributes with time, and hence promote biodiversity in their own unique way. Next level is species diversity. wide variety of species exists in an environment. What is species? A species diversity, wide variety of species. A wide variety of species exists in an environment, and that is they referred to as a species diversity. Species are the standard measures of biological diversity in the light of fact that they are the basic unit of biological classification. Biological classification. The number of where species in a given ecosystem or environment is described as species richness. Total number of species in the world is 10 million. However, only 1.75 million species have been named scientifically to date. Some regions have many species: tropical North and South America, tropical North and South America, for example, have approximately 85,000 flowering plants. Tropical and subtropical Asia have at least 50,000, while tropical and subtropical Africa has 35,000. Conversely, all of Europe has about 11,300 vascular plants. Other environment such as polluted stream have incredibly low numbers of species. तो इंशाल्लाह आज के लिए इतना ही. तो इंशाल्लाह कल हम इसका तीसरा लेवल जो है वो है इकोलॉजिकल डाइवर्सिटी, उस पर हम कल डिस्कस करेंगे. गुड बाय.